What's up guys, Tim from Heavy Metal Off-Road here. Today I want to show you the install of our 2005 to 2021 Toyota Tacoma Bed Stiffeners. So this is the box you're going to get in the mail, nicely, neatly packed. You're going to first see a set of instructions. You're going to get a hardware pack. And you're going to get the main ingredient here, which is nice powder-coated bed stiffeners. All right, so we got everything unpacked, and I want to show you the hardware that you're getting. So of course you're going to get the bed stiffeners, just like this. You're getting 2 bolts that are 7/16 thread. They're going to replace the shorter of the bolts that are, it's going to be this one here. And then you're going to get 6 3/8 bolts, 3 per side. That's going to hold to the sides of the bed that you're going to drill into. Washers for everything, and lock nuts for everything. All right, so let's go over the tools we're going to use to complete the job. You can use an impact drill or a regular ratcheting wrench, but this is much faster. You need a 9/16 open-end box wrench, a center transfer punch for marking your holes, or you can use a 3/8 drill bit. After you drill, a little deburr tool like this is going to be nice. This is going to be our little step bit for drilling. 9/16 socket, 10 millimeter if you can find yours, a T40 Torx, and a T55 Torx. And can't forget a little bit of paint. When you drill, you're going to expose some metal. You're going to want to cover that up so it doesn't rust. Let's get started. So the instructions I give you say, we're going to start with the tail light. Let's go ahead and do that. Grab your 10 millimeter, and you're going to loosen up the second from the top and the very bottom bolt. Now you'll see that the tail light is loose, and although it's kind of loose looking, it can be kind of a pain to pull out. But what you're going to want to do is pull straight out. As long as you're pulling straight out, you don't have to be afraid of breaking anything, but you will require just a little bit of effort. Okay, after you've done that, you can put it to the side, or if you want to protect your paint or your vinyl wrap, you can pull off the little light bulbs. Be sure not to touch them, keep them clean. And that can just hang to the side. All right, so now that you remove the tail lights, you can pick the orientation that you prefer for the bed stiffeners. And what I mean by that is you can have this flat side face outwards towards the back of the vehicle, or you can flip it around and you can have it going this way. And this is the way we generally prefer. It gives you more room for hooks and finger reach and everything, which is really nice. So we're gonna go ahead and install it in this orientation, just like this. So remove these 2 bolts. We'll grab our T40 for the smaller bolt that has the stock tie down point. Then we'll go ahead and switch to our T55. Do the same thing. Make sure that the mounting surface here is clean. So wipe it off, grab a rag if you need to, make sure all that mud is gone. So we will take our stock longer bolt, that's going to thread right in here. We're going to do the same thing with our new 7/16 bolt. We're going to thread that in, that replaced the old one. So now we will take our center punch like this, and as we make sure this thing is nice and plumb, it's flush with the tailgate frame here, we'll go ahead and use that point, and we'll place it right inside there, and we'll just kind of mark it. Now, if you didn't have one of these, you can just take your drill with a 3/8 drill bit and just very gently spin it in each one. So go ahead and remove the stiffener. And you will see our 3 marks here, here, and here. It doesn't hurt to use some soapstone or to mark it with the Sharpie. Now that we know everything's nice and straight and plumb, and that you've double checked, measure twice, drill once, cut once, right? Let's go ahead and drill our new holes. Okay. So after you've done that, you can see that there's some little shavings on the inside. It's not completely perfectly clean. So we'll take our little deburr tool and we'll go from both sides. We'll just go all the way around. Take off that sharp edge. Nice and smooth to the touch. Do the same thing on the back side. Now sometimes things don't always go as expected. Well, that is okay. If you grab yourself a rat tail file, you just go inside. The material is very thin. Just go ahead and go at it. You should be fine. If the hole's just a little bit oblong, it's not gonna be detrimental. The washer is gonna take care of that. It's not gonna be a big deal. All right, so after you've went ahead and drilled everything out, you'll find some metal chips and shavings. So might as well clean it out. A little bit of air. Just go ahead and blow that out. Standard way, go ahead and tape everything off, except the hole. And just give it a little squirt, squirt. And then on the back side as well. Cool. All right, now everything's nice and dry to the touch. So grab your bed stiffener. Let's take 3 of these 3/8 bolts. Get the washer started. Go ahead and put it right in there. Get the other one. Get our little washers and hand thread these on. We will hand thread these bolts. Keep it loose. Put your 7/16 washer in there. Keep that loose. Now, here's the important part. I want to secure the top first. What that's going to do is, because the bottom is so much more stronger, you're going to want to support the entire side frame structure, and you're going to want to draw that in towards the bed. So we will go ahead and tighten these 3 up first. Once those are tight, we're going to tighten the bottom ones. Start with the center one. We're going to need a 5/8 for the new bolt. We'll tighten our T55 bolt down. That is solid. And you can see right along the bottom and along the back, it's flush. Reinstall the lights. Take the wire loom and just tuck it in here as you push it in, because you don't want it rubbing against the bolts that you just installed. There are some pins over on this side that you can see that we're retaining the light or the tail housing to the frame. So we'll just go and put it straight in and pop it back in place. Grab your 10mm, reinstall the 2 tail light bolts that you removed earlier. And you've just completed side 1 of the bed stiffener install. Go ahead and repeat the other side. All right, so now we just finished the install. Let's check it out. Here it is installed. All grade 8 hardware except the 1 stock bolt. You can use any 6 on either side as tie down points. You got holes of varying size. You have a hole on top here for mounting a whip, an antenna, a light pod, whatever you want, you know, just get creative. It looks pretty good. And you have plenty of room for the deck system. It won't interfere with that. Guys, just a couple things here before we go. These stiffeners, they're made of 1/4 inch steel. They're the strongest bed stiffeners on the market. Not only because of the thickness of the material, but if you look on the inside here, we are fully boxed in. It is welded, it is formed, it is solid. This will handle all of the torsion of the bed, the flexing, whatever you're gonna throw at it. These will last the life of the truck and beyond. When you're looking to make a decision on whose bed stiffeners you're gonna buy, the answer is pretty obvious: heavy metal off-road. So thank you so much for taking the time to watch this video. I hope it helped you, and until next time, see you later.